Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We got a lot to get through. We're following some GM news and we're going to give you an update on the Camaro Locator in case you're looking for one that you want to pull the pin on and go out and buy while you can still get some available. And maybe GM hasn't given up on the Camaro as they've said all along. Let's get into it. I thought GM was really smart enough to figure out that this was never going to work, or a small minority of their customers was going to allow this to continue. But I just caught my eye on GM Authority where it says, how much will it cost to keep your Google Maps in your Buick? And I wouldn't just subscribe to say that this is just a Buick. So the article reads, like the rest of the general motors lineup, most Buick vehicles offer several advanced connectivity features, which are only accessible through GM's OnStar subscription platform. Chief among these is Google Maps, which is available through the Google built-in functionality. However, in order to continue using Google Maps after the initial complimentary period, owners will need an active OnStar subscription, which, in my opinion, is a farce. As such, we're providing the following breakdown on OnStar costs and plans highlighted what's needed to keep Google Maps. For the 2024 model year Buick vehicles equipped with standard with 3 years of OnStar remote access plan, this plan unlocks remote control features through the My Buick app. Same with the My Chevrolet app. I would imagine this is all the same, and it's not just tied to Buick, but it does not include emergency or security services. However, vehicles spec'd with the Avenir trim include a 3-year OnStar premium plan, which bundles together a broader services. Blah, 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 blah. We're not going into that. Okay, so for 2025 model year, Buick introduced OnStar Basics, which is a standard offering for 8 years. This plan includes blah, 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 blah. That is not the important part. Let's find out what it's going to cost. So, the OnStar plans. So I would say you probably need to spend a minimum of $32.99, $31.99 maybe. Nope, $31.99 as a minimum per month to allow Google Maps to run your car. That is a farce. If anybody who's dealt with OnStar knows that OnStar is like other satellite radio companies, to which I'm not going to, not going to name. You will pay through the nose, but if you call and cancel, you can get it for a third of what they were trying to bill you for. And I cannot believe that GM is trying to pull this crap on their customers. GM, mainly OnStar, was the big proponent of selling information to insurance companies, or at least that's what the rumor was. I don't actually know that to be fact, but there was a lot of stuff on the internet about that happening, and a lot of people have now been turned off by it. So I think that this is not a way to get them to stop to keep their business. There are 45 cars in total, and I don't even know how accurate that number is. Some of them say that's still in transit. We'll put the link in the description for the V6 cars. This one, we're just focusing on the V8 cars. And there are a total of 9 available. Most of them are the Yankos and the 40th anniversary cars. So we're not going to deep dive into those. I've picked 2 cars that we're going to go over real quick. Maybe that one's a demo. There's 3. One's a demo. I didn't deep dive into the white one, but we'll deep dive first into the SS. Now, I understand kind of why this is sitting here, and I'm not promoting the dealer. I'm just trying to, give you guys some updates on what's going on. Got a $20,000 upcharge on it, which you guys know I don't support. So I'll just go over this car real quick and then we'll move on to the next one, because I'm not supporting this dealer. There's not many SSs out there. Got the red. It's got the red stripe rims. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of there's no interior shots. Okay, let's move on. This is a Vert. So there's 15,000 market adjustment on it. I don't know. I think it's crazy. It's an automatic. But still, because the demo still fills under factory warranty, and if you guys want this car, it's only got 526 miles on it. I don't like promoting these guys when they have market adjustments because I don't think it's right. But then again, it is a Zl1, and if you want the car, then that's what you're paying. Why would they ever drive it in touring? That's no fun. So this is that Rapid Blue. It's a 1SS 1LE. It's all stock photos. If you guys want to see the window sticker on this, it is. Oh, window sticker's not currently available. Of course not. It's an automatic, and it's a 2023. You know what? Like, honestly, I don't know. If you want a 1LE car for 50 grand, I guess it's not bad. It's got 8,000 miles on it. This is 295 of, well, 350, but really 300 in the US. And it is a 6-speed car, which I'm surprised it's still available. Now I reached out to the dealer. I didn't get an answer back on what their asking price was, because the dealers, it shows MSRP, and clearly it's not MSRP. There's a contact us, so I'm almost guaranteeing that there's a markup on this. But and I know some of you guys are like, oh well, the Panther cars, this and that. It's because it's the Zl1. If you guys want this car, you gotta act quick, because I'm shocked that it's still out there. I thought we had wrote off all of these cars, but according to the dealership, this car is still available. And again, I tried reaching out to confirm with the dealer, but I never did get an email or a call back. But I mean, what a beauty car, right? So build number 297. Sorry. So this article yesterday caught my attention, and I thought it was pretty exciting. And it sort of confirms that GM is not giving up on this car, and I wanted to try and follow up with it and see what I could find out. Unfortunately, I didn't find out much. I was told pretty much the same thing from the person I reached out to, and that was that GM is not giving up on the car, as they have said all along, and that when more information becomes available, they will let us know. But again, I think that it just confirms that GM's not giving up on the Camaro, and hopefully we should see something soon. So let's get into the article. Since GM officially announced plans to discontinue the 6th generation Chevy Camaro, enthusiasts have been on edge for info about the future of the storied muscle car. What we've heard thus far has been all over the place, starting with remarks that Chevy Chief Scott Bell, who was quoted saying that in March 2023 press release that the discontinuation of the 6th generation is not the end of the Camaro story. Beyond that, we've also heard some comments stating that the Camaro should return as an electric performance car, or even a family of battery electric performance cars. Now GMA is here to bring you the latest. We are hearing from sources close to the matter on two things. First, GM is not giving up on resurrecting the Camaro. This lines up with what Bell told us back in May of 2024, namely, never say never when it comes to the muscle car returning in the future. Second, product planners have landed on at least one aspect in the direction of the next generation model. Sources who asked to remain anonymous tell GMA that the mantra surrounding any possibility of the next generation Chevy Camaro is that it must be affordable and attainable, certainly more so than the 6th generation Camaro. Now, I'm going to stop there for a second. I don't think Camaro's problem was necessarily price. I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, let me know in the comments. Am I way off on this one? Because I don't think price per se was a majority of the problem. Another source familiar to GM's internal Camaro discussions tell GMA that affordability is the priority for the next generation model, adding that a successor to the 6th generation is unlikely unless lower price points are reached. The lower price point value mantra makes sense. After all, affordability and value was what the Camaro was all about during the first 3 generations. 100%. It is also one of the key elements that enabled the the Corvette C8 to become a home run. In fact, the C8 Stingray, which launched in an attainable $59,000 starting point for the base model, has attracted a younger customer base. One prior Corvette model hasn't been able to draw. In such a way, the next Camaro will need to capture a much younger audience with value play. That's something that the 6th generation did on the surface, but in the value proposition started to slip as options and or higher performance models were added to the build. It's currently unclear whether attaining a new low price point will carry another cost, likely removing features or options. We'll be here to tell you more when we have it. So stay tuned, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so I think, I think they did that initially when they brought out the 2-liter, and then I think they got somewhere in there when they brought the LT1 version out. I think they were starting to scratch the surface on that. But again, let me know in the comments what you guys think. It is good just to see this article. And we now know somewhat that GM has not give up on this car. Now, I'm going to add this in the video when I didn't. A lot of people are saying that performance cars, sports cars, whatever, are on the decline. Mustang had the worst sales ever in the last quarter of 2024, I think I read. So, and it's the only car on the market right now. So, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Really appreciate you guys supporting the channel. I apologize for getting this out late, but I wanted to make sure I got this to you, and I hope that all of this kind of helps with the Camaro inventory. And if you are looking, make sure you go check out those links. We'll put the links for the V6 cars and the V8 cars separately in the description of the video. And if you're new here, make sure you hit that thumbs up button and subscribe.